Cuarto año, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Ustedes, muy bien, gracias. Ok, vamos a hablar de personas. Sí, pronombres personales. Persona, ¿está bien? ¿Comprende? Comprende hablar de persona. Ok, vamos a sacar una pausa y habla inglés. Muy bien. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about pronombres personales, personal pronoun. Okay, we did that in the past, and it's something that in Spanish is the same as in English, but it has a different way of using it. That's why we're gonna have to keep insisting and keep talking about and discussing this. Okay, because now that you're in 4th grade, what you knew about the Spanish was very basic, and now we're going to start to using more grammar. I know, grammar. But you know what? Don't worry about it, okay? We're going to go despacito, muy despacito, okay? And I want you to start getting it. Now, next week, we're going to have a Google Meet. Okay, so I will let you know in the beginning of the week when is that going to be. So, la próxima semana, no esta semana, la próxima semana, the next week, próxima semana. ¿Está bien? All right. Let's start talking about personal. Okay? Now, in English, I, he, she, it. Okay? We, they, you. That's it, right? You. Alright, so if you remember that, that's personal pronoun. So when we use a verb in English, I say I work, they work, we work, he or she works. That's the only thing that changed. It's like, the third person, right? The third person, he, she, right? He, she, it, the third person. They don't have it in Spanish. So they have he and she, but they don't have it. Now, that's very simple. In Espanol, it's important to know the pronombres personales because it's very different. They change with the pronombres personales. So if you have yo, which is I, yo, right? I, it will change, it will be very different from them, they, and from we. So that's why we're doing this. So we're working right now to describe. Okay, so we're describing ourselves, and that's why sometimes I ask you to describe he or she, so someone else, instead of just you, because in Spanish that changes a lot. So if I wanted to say, for example, yo soy alto, right? Yo soy alto. That means I'm tall. And if I want to say the same thing about Mr. Wood, right? If I get here, Woody, right? Mr. Wood es alto. See? I don't say Mr. Wood soy alto. Because now I'm talking about he. Right? And Woody es alta. Okay? Or Woody es bonita. That's pretty. Okay? Now, do you see there is a little change there? I know that's kind of confusing and we get like, oh, Senor Souza, I have no idea what you're talking about. So what I want you to think about is this. Look, I in Spanish is yo. And él, ella, that's he, she. So that's what I want you to learn. If you learn that, awesome. We're good. Because this is the beginning. And then we start putting things together. So we're going to keep this describing myself, okay? So, ¿cómo eres? See, ¿cómo eres? That means I'm asking you. ¿Cómo eres? That means you. Now, if I want to ask about him, I will say, ¿Cómo es, Señor Wood? So I will change it, which you will see it's coming your way. ¿Está bien? Okay? So, answer the question again. This time, I'm not talking about yo, right? Or I. I'm not talking about you, okay? I'm talking about él or ella, right? He or she, él or ella. So you're going to describe él or ella, and it's going to be a little different. So follow the directions there, okay? Next week when we have the Google Meet, We're gonna talk a little bit about what are our questions, how are we doing, okay? But so far, I have to say, you guys are doing a terrific work writing an answer there, okay? It's okay if we make mistakes. That's how we learn, okay? But I love to see your escribiendo en español, ¿está bien? Muy bien. And vamos a continuar. Any questions? Write me an email, okay? That's the best way until we see each other on the Google Meet next week, pardon, okay? Keep posting your work, don't forget, okay? It's very important to keep your assignments up. Adiós, cuarto años. Hablamos. Adiós. 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 Oh, you too, Toto. ¿Está bien? Adiós. Okay.